Every day in our area and environment, we find people that are very resilient, producing results against all of the challenges that they face. Truly, perseverance and consistency pays at the long run, as it is one of the driving forces of change in any environment or space. Tiberas ensure that their neighborhood get a touch of what they have to offer, peering solutions in unique ways. Welcome to A Day in Your Neighborhood. On today's episode, we'll be hearing from a dynamic personality who has defied the odds to look beyond his challenges to bring about change in his neighborhood through his dry cleaning services. Let's meet 47-year-old Mr. Akpna, who happens to be a visually impaired dry cleaner that is unique and diligent in his craft. The Bible says, "Seest thou a man diligent in his ways? He shall stand before kings and not mere men."
My name is Aniete. I'm from Akpna Aniete State, Akpna local government. Well, I was born in 1976. When I came to Lagos, I was in the village then before my uncle said I should come to Lagos. Yeah, I came to Lagos 93. So when I came, then I wasn't blind. I was still seeing. So when I come, it then took me to a place where I started selling there in one supermarket for that 93. That's when I went to go and learn this dry cleaning job. Then I was seeing then, I was not blind. So when I learned the job, then from then I left the job. I knew how to do the job. I didn't do it, but I left the job to do another thing, which was a vendor job. I started selling vendor, that's newspaper. Then later on, one day that I came back somewhere to meet a friend. That's when I had this incident, the thing occurred. I wanted to enter one of the streets that I was living before. Then I started feeling some pains in my eyes. So from then, after a week, I couldn't see very well. Then my brother now take me to places like all the specialists, IS clinic. So after that, I've checked that I could not see. Then my brother now take me to the village. From that village now, they started doing, then I was able to see with this one. During that 96, to see this eye, but it was dusty. So I now returned back to Lagos. Then I can walk alone, but very dusty, cloudy. If I want to walk alone, if I didn't wash very well, then I may even fall into gutter, but I was careful then.
My name is Akpna. I'm from Akpna Aniete State. So Akpna is my brother. So we start life together. So we grew up together. So he was saying before, we drive Okara, we are vendor, we sell paper. Then before this thing taking fame, he was saying very well. It didn't start like Apollo, but after that it turned to this. But I thank God for everything. You use it and work, you don't beg, then God is our helper. So I don't need anybody to say I'm seeking of this, let him stay at home. Because Aniete is hardworking. He opened the shop by himself, he put his thing by himself, and he have worker that is paying. He don't borrow money to brew anything, he do it by himself. So may God give him strength. So we need people to support him and make this business to grow higher. That's what I can say.
So though I was seeing with one eye, not with this one, very dusty, cloudy. So then I could not go back to that my vendor work. I then said, okay, since I've learned this dry cleaning work, so let me go back to this dry cleaning. Then I started going from house to house, like people houses, to wash. Then I was walking alone, but very dusty. So washing there now, from there I raised some money to get a shop. That was in 2000 to rent a shop then. So by then I have only one boy and a clerk here. Then I was been seeing very dusty. So after then, 2005, this thing, both sides, I could not see again with it. So I have to go back to, they take me out again to the hospital, run here and there, so that whether I can regain my sight again. So as I tried, I could not see again. So I have to stay at home. Then I was having people working. They were bringing some money for me at my house, the place I'm living. So they were bringing money. Anything they bring, I would just collect. So because I was indoor, I did not know that I can iron without seeing. So one day, the person I was ironing here said that he would not be able to do the work again because I was owing him like a 2 months salary. I could not pay him. So he said that he's going to leave, that he's not going to work again. So then, I was indoor. I couldn't come outside. I was just depending on the money that they bring. So that day, I asked someone to lead me to this shop. So someone led me here. Getting here, I entered the shop. I discovered that there were so many clothes that he did not iron. So I asked him, why is he leaving? He said that he's not going to work again. And I said, well, I pleaded with him that he should not leave, that he should help me because I didn't have any means of feeding. So now he insists that he's leaving. So I now have that girl that brought me here that he should help me call the guy again. He called the man. I asked him to, because I could not differentiate all those clothes that I didn't know which belonged to anybody. That I asked him to tag them different and put the names. So he come and they then tagged the name. And now I asked that girl to put the clothes inside the bag and take it to the house. To Ghana must go. I discovered that I could have like 3 Ghana must go that he did not iron. Now they take the clothes to the house. Getting there, I asked her to take one pressing table to where I was living. Then I did not start doing work here. When I get home, I now asked that girl to bring the clothes out. And now that I started ironing without seeing. Though it was very tough. I bring the clothes out. If I want to iron, sometimes some of them will get brown. Something I'm not seeing. Some place will not be straight. We look proper. The girl will try to direct me. We stay throughout the night. We iron it day and night. Because that lady could not iron, but I was the one doing the ironing. But she's showing me that some places is not smooth or some are not very okay. Though being the first time that I'm doing with that thing, so I was able to iron all those things. So now, they now return it to the shop here. Those ones that I iron. So I now call one of my sisters. That one has left before. I now pleaded with her again that she should come back to stay in the shop here as a clerk for me. So that's how she came back and started recording again and iron those clothes. Even when people come to collect the clothes, they did not know that the person that is ironing this clothes is not seeing. So I was been ironing at home for like 6 months to a year before I now said that I have to come out, because whenever I come to the shop here, the shop will not be as neat as I want. Sometimes dust, and also just decided that I want to come out to the shop. But then it was so tough because things was not okay. I needed a gen that time, so I asked the money I have that time was a little money. From then my church helped me to join money with the little one I have then to get me a gen. So from then, that's when I started coming outside.
My name is Gladys John. I work with Aniete Akpna, Mr. Aniete Akpna, as a secretary. I love working with him. He's a nice man. Though he cannot see, but he can do things perfect. He iron, wash, do everything. And he's a very neat someone. He's a person that he can mingle with everyone. He does not separate himself with his workers. We all together. We work together. We do things in common. I love work with him. In the next work, I can still like to work with him. He's a nice man.
So the first time I came outside, it wasn't easy. I wasn't staying outside because I was ashamed that time. The people were, if I start dying, people would come looking at me. They would say, look at this man. He's not seeing, but he's ironing. So I keep on doing what I know how to do. I continue. Even that time, when customers bring clothes, they will not like to give me everything. They will give me very dirty ones, or the ones that are not very neat. They want so that they may try whether I will be able to do the work. So sometimes they will give me 2, 3. If they bring like 20, they will just give me maybe 5 and take the rest to another dry cleaner. So, but I will take those on home. I will wash it and also iron it. When they saw that what I was doing was okay, that's when some of them started believing in me. When they come, some of them would drop. Even before then, I was staying alone. I did not have anybody that I was staying. It was only me. I was there in this shop. I did not have anybody. Some of the customers, when they come, they will just come down, issue receipt for themselves, keep the clothes. And when it's ready, when they come, I will just ask them to do. Sometimes I will arrange the clothes accordingly. If they come, they will see their clothes. They will carry it until my son later came and joined me. My son, he wasn't staying with me. He was with the grandmother in the village. You know, the mother has left to travel out. Before the incident, she has traveled. So when my son now, when he heard that I was still going through this, he decided to come and meet me in Lagos. So that's why he joined me. So even it's here that he finished his secondary school. I only attended primary school, but here I just went to lesson here in Lagos. You know the country now is not easy. Yeah, everything, I didn't want to depend on anybody. That's why I'm doing this. So it puts food on my table. And also, at least it's helping me. That's it. Well, I pray maybe the next 2, 3 years coming, my prayer is at least to be enlarged more than this also. I will have people that I train also and move on bigger than this. Like I've trained so many, like up to 8. Even there's one that came, that one still have his own place now. That one doesn't have a place to stay. When he come, I just allowed him to stay here. And I trained him, he was here with me for like 2 years before I leave. And so many of them, they are still doing well now, they are still doing the work. Well, I feel happy for them. One of the experience I got is that I burnt one of my customer clothes. Though he was a good customer. When he came back, I showed him the clothes. how it happened. He then did not worry, but he still come back. I was still working for him. My advice to people out there, the young one, or people living with challenge, any challenges, that you should believe in yourself. Don't be in a rush. Believe in God also. Don't feel discouraged. Keep on. Everything will be okay. You know, I can't do anything without God. It's number one. You know, I put God first in everything I do. So God is number one in everything I'm doing. So it's only God. You know, there's no way I can do this thing without God. So it's God. That's the one that is helping me. That's it.